Hello everybody, my name is Matthew White and I'm the Program Director for the Master of Education degree and the Nested Awards at the University of Adelaide. It's my real pleasure to welcome you to this O-Week video for 2022, welcoming you to the University of Adelaide and our degree together. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge and pay my respects to the Kaurna people, the traditional custodians whose ancestral lands we gather on at the University of Adelaide. And I acknowledge the deep feeling and attachment and relationship of the Kaurna people to country, and I respect and value their past, present, and ongoing connection with the land and cultural beliefs today. So it's my pleasure to welcome you to Orientation Week for the Master of Education degree. Congratulations on your enrolment with us at the University of Adelaide, and we're really delighted to welcome you to this degree. This video is designed to welcome you to O-Week and give you some details about the degree. You may know some of this information already, and to help you to locate the services within the University of Adelaide to support you on your learning journey with us. The Master of Education degree is one of the flagship degrees in the School of Education at the University of Adelaide. We have 3 learning outcomes for you: to lead evidence-based approaches to transform educational outcomes positively, to inspire and lead the creation of safe, supportive and inclusive learning environments, and thirdly, to lead and engage diverse communities, inspiring exemplary cultures of learning, professionalism and respect. The Master of Education degree is primarily a 2-year degree for our international students, but those of you who have 24 units of recognition of prior learning, it's possible to complete this degree within 1 year of full-time study. But the majority of you on this O-Week video will be entering the 2-year degree structure overall. The study plan that you should have consulted for your Master of Education enrolment is available at the link which is indicated here on the screen. And please make sure that you have focused upon enrolling in the correct courses for year 1 and year 2 of the program in whatever year level that you find yourself in now. This degree has been developed in consultation and collaboration with industry partners through the University of Adelaide School of Education Advisory Council, who provide us with critical feedback on the structure of the degree and what we do in terms of overall offerings. We also have developed a number of different ways of delivering this degree. So throughout your candidature with us, you are able to undertake the study remote, fully online, as blended intensives, and also as face-to-face teaching. Different courses are offered in different modes, and so it's important to check carefully with each of the individual courses. Depending if you're doing the professional certificate, graduate certificate, or Master of Education with us, it would vary upon the length of time that you'll be studying with us, whether it be for 6 months or ultimately 2 years. What excites me as your program director is that we do get to know you very well as a candidate during the Master of Education degree, and we pride ourselves in the School of Education in getting to know candidates well so that we can help you to achieve the specific learning goals that you have for yourself. We have 6 specialisations in the Master of Education at the University of Adelaide. They are Educational Leadership and Innovation, Wellbeing, Entrepreneurship Education, STEM Education, English Language Teaching, and also research. Depending on which pathway you have chosen, you have selected one of the specialisations. If you do have the long-term goal to study a Doctor of Philosophy, then you should be ideally selecting the research specialisation so that your pathway can be prepared effectively throughout this. One of the advantages of the University of Adelaide's Master of Education degree is that you are taught and lectured to by people who are doing active research in the areas of each of the specialisations, whether this be in topics related with multicultural education, refugee education, wellbeing education, leadership, issues related with learning and teaching, or teacher identity, philosophy of teaching, or also leadership overall. All of the people who are involved in lecturing into the Master of Education are active researchers in the field and publish extensively. This means that you are benefiting from learning about the latest research and evidence-based approaches to be able to study as part of your degree. In the Educational Leadership and Innovation stream, there are a number of different selective course details that you need to complete, including topics such as mentoring for teachers, leading self and others, leading positive change, leading wellbeing, and the neuroscience of education. In the wellbeing stream, you would be focusing upon issues related with contemporary issues in wellbeing education, neuroscience, mentoring for teachers, leading self and others, leading positive change, and leading wellbeing. Entrepreneurship education is delivered in conjunction with the Entrepreneurship Innovation Centre here at the University of Adelaide. This includes topics related with contemporary issues in entrepreneurship education, leading self and others, design thinking, creativity and innovation, and the E-Challenge. STEM specialisation looks at issues related with science, technology, engineering, and ultimately maths. We have courses related to online learning, communicating science, and the Tech E-Challenge. Furthermore, our English language teaching specialisation prepares people to be effective ELT or TESOL teachers wherever they go within the world, focusing upon English language analysis, intercultural competencies, methodologies, and practices for this field of specialisation. Our research specialisation primarily focuses upon preparing people to undertake higher degree research, that is doctoral research ultimately. In this, you will complete a 20,000 word dissertation focusing upon a topic of your interest and linked with a supervisor in that area. You will undertake courses including research communications, approaches to quantitative research methods, and also approaches to qualitative research methods. If you have already undertaken a year's worth or 2 years worth of professional practice as a teacher, and you have a qualification in teaching in an Australian university, you may be eligible for up to 1 year's credit. And please contact the Faculty of Arts office to be able to facilitate that, to see if this is possible. The type of assessment requirements for each of the courses does vary slightly, but on the whole, you tend to do similar patterns of assessment to prepare you and set you up for success. These include literature reviews, essays, discussion boards, presentations, and ultimately either a major project or a dissertation as part of the degree. MyUni is your area for where you can access everything to do with your courses during the semester. Here you will find how to access and communicate directly with your course coordinator and also find out about the key communications with students during your time in this course. It's also the primary portal for you to communicate with other students in your course as well. Make sure you watch out for notifications that are posted regularly during each of the weeks that we are teaching, and make sure that you're reading all announcements carefully so that you know what's required of you during this course. Academic staff do not provide assistance with MyUni issues, and that's handled by the office for MyUni at the University of Adelaide. If you require any specific detailed support with MyUni, you can find the chat function in Canvas. There are guides. You can also ring directly the MyUni support hotline, which is on 8313 3000, and also email the service desk or ask centrally at Ask Adelaide in the Hub Central at the University of Adelaide in North Terrace, or online. They are ready to answer your questions overall, and they're the first port of call if you're having issues related with MyUni logging in. Important dates for the university are as follows. Our formal week 1 of teaching commences on really actually the 28th of February. And you'll see that ultimately there is also the payment of fee schedule, the census date, and then also dates where you can withdraw from courses without any penalty or having a fail grade recorded against your name on the course overall. These critical dates are really important to make sure that you're aware of them so that you know that the autonomy that you have as a student in the course. There is additional support available to students at the University of Adelaide, and these are free. There's the peer assisted support program, which are students who help other students to be able to set themselves up for success. We also have dedicated academic staff who will support mentors in various elements of academic life at the university. The Writing Centre at the university provides advice to students at all stages throughout your degree on anything to do with the writing process, from an initial idea that you might have right through to final revision. And I do encourage you to use the Writing Centre. It's a fabulous resource available to you. There's also the Maths Learning Centre, which can help you as well if needed. Studiosity is a function within MyUni, which your course coordinator will outline to you, and it provides online support regarding study and also feedback on assignments. Studiosity is an excellent resource, and I encourage you to use it, and it's available through the help function within MyUni. And then there's also the Student Counselling Service at the University of Adelaide, which is available to you. This is able to provide you with confidential support to address issues that may be affecting your study and life more broadly. If you're having difficulty with enrolment or your need some advice regarding your study plan or any general questions about your degree, please contact the student advisors through the Faculty of Arts website. This is via email at arts@adelaide.edu.au, or you can visit them in the ground floor of the Napier building on North Terrace. Please make a note of the opening hours so that you are there during office hours for that group. There are a couple of things that you might want to consider. University is an adult learning environment, and this means that it is a little bit different in terms of learning expectations overall. Ultimately, you're responsible for your learning, and time management sometimes can be an issue when people are undertaking high degree studies. COVID-19 is unfortunately still with us, and we are prepared though if we need to transition any element of your degree online or to alter various elements of assessment. Rest assured that we have COVID-19 contingencies at the University of Adelaide so that we can maintain continuity of learning for you throughout your time with us. What's next is to make sure that you're happy with your enrolment. If you're not, seek help from Arts at Adelaide. Activate your MyUni account and confirm that you've got access to all of your courses that you should be enrolled in. Make sure that you've organised a student ID card and check your student email account regularly and make sure that you set it up appropriately. Update your contact details in MyUni and make sure you check out any of the arts orientation courses on MyUni overall. So the Master of Education degree is a really interesting degree, and we hope that you find it stimulating and challenging. Remember, we have 3 program outcomes for you when you graduate with us. You're going to be able to lead evidence-informed approaches to transform educational outcomes positively. And then secondly, we hope that you will be able to inspire and lead others to create safe, inclusive and innovative learning environments. And lastly, to lead and engage diverse communities in inspiring exemplary cultures of learning, professionalism and respect. Most of all, we are absolutely delighted to welcome you to the University of Adelaide and to the Master of Education degree. And I'm really looking forward to meeting with each of you as you progress through the degree. And I wish you all the very best for semester 1, 2022.